let the camera up, y'all. I know y'all see all these little white gnats out here flying around. I don't know what these little bugs are, but around the end of the summer months, we see them every afternoon. It's not as bad as it have been, but I think they are kind of finally dying off. But honey, they are aggravating. But yeah, y'all, welcome back to another day in the garden. Working on my project area. As you are aware, if you have been following me, if you watched my previous video, I am doing a little different setup than I, had previously, which I really didn't do much out there this time, but this season I plan on doing a little bit more and even into the spring and summer season of next year. Something that I can kind of handle a little bit better. I'm putting in the, as you can see here, this is the weed barrier fabric that I will be placing out there. Yesterday I put down one whole of these, pretty much covered the whole area, and now all I need is just another small piece, but I'm not sure if I want to just place another one on top of that and just pull it closer to the other end, or either just cut a good little section off and overlap, and I have extra for another area if I decide to choose. But I think I'm gonna go out there and kind of measure it off, semi measure, not really tape measuring, but just kind of guesstimate the area that need the covering, because I'm not worried about, because I can always pull it back and overlap it a little bit. Um, I did do a little harvest. I got the eggplant because it had started getting soft. I know that you kind of harvest the eggplant when it's firm but yet still soft, and it was getting a little too soft. But unfortunately, that was my first time even getting an eggplant, and I got a few of the tomatoes that had ripened, and I got two of the bell peppers, even though they were small, but they are still useful. But hey, it's still food, y'all. But yeah, I'm just out here today, continue to do a little bit more out here, so I can go ahead on and get these plants up potted and kind of get them out in that area, so I can kind of start doing a little bit more seeding. I still have not done my carrots, and I really need to go ahead on and see what I do plan on having for the fall, so they can go ahead on and get growing. And while the ones that are already growing, I can go ahead on and place them in their areas. But yeah, let me head out here in the garden, y'all, and see what else I can get done while there's still a little daylight. Okay, y'all, I have made it out here, and I went ahead on and cut a good chunk off. I still need to move these plants here. Let's see. I think I'm going to just set them on this end down here. Got the crates here. Don't have my gloves on. Y'all, I had these wheat barrier. I had this last season. I had called myself was gonna use it, but I never did. I think I did use it for part of the winter season when I needed to the way we had that all that cold and that snow and stuff. I want to think I may have used. All right, this was just enough, y'all. I think I'm gonna put this under. Oh, I got it staked already, but so I put it on top. I should have smoothed that out a little bit better. see where it's sticking up at, that's where that tree stump is. But I just have to make do around that. I'm gonna show y'all in a few, because it's under this tree. So you know squirrels are all out here. And you see um chips of nuts and whatever else they be eating on out here. You see a good little pieces of those all on the fabric here. I need my hammer or something. Y'all, it's slow, but I'm making some progress here. I'm probably gonna move these bricks. And I'm gonna have to cut these bushes back, or some of these limbs back some. So this is a little small little stump right here. And I forgot to spray me some Skin So Soft bug spray. I'm not putting them all the way in. I'll go back and hammer or brick it down in the hole some. All right, y'all, I'm gonna move y'all back a tad bit, because I'm gonna put some of my raised beds out here. I'm just gonna place them pretty much periodically, lay them pretty much wherever right now, and then I can just change. But I don't know if you can see where that hump is over there. I may just cut a little hole right there and just overlap that weed barrier across it. But it still grows growing branches. So I kind of don't know what to do right there. But I guess I can tackle that a little bit better than all the weeds growing everywhere. So let me go get my other one. Y'all have to not mind me chewing on this chewing gum here. And I think this bigger one here might take up the whole section out here I got. And, come loose. This is the one that I gotta kind of might have to super glue it together a little bit. Oh, I think this is the end that I broke. Trying to get it together, but I'll come back and kind of tackle that. I'm just trying to get everything in place right now, get everything out here, and then I'll just place it like I want to later. But y'all know how your eyes are bigger than your stomach. I think this is about what done happened here. But I may take the larger one, try to take it a loose, and then at least I'll have it. If I don't decide to come up with another plan and put it somewhere else, because I can't forget that I do still have these other raised beds over here. I think I kind of done overdid it, y'all. Not really overdid it, but just got so much stuff now. Let's see, I might have to put the bigger one on this end down here. Okay. I definitely got to get me some more pins to put out here. Let's see. Oh, let's see here. The light don't come on, so something or somebody's up there. I do want to have me some walking space in between. But yeah, I'm probably just going to place everything out here and just worry about trying to place it in its spot a little later. But y'all, this is all for today. I'll just come back another day and finish it up, y'all. Well, hey friends, it is day 4, I think, of me working on my project out here. I did not video me putting up my arch, my arbor or arch, as you want to call it. Trying to angle this right, but right now, I'm done doing a little work out here in the garden. Right now, I am watering the cabbages and collards that hubby already have planted out. If you can see behind me, I'm gonna let this run for about five or 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna take you out and let you see what I have done so far. Um, and I'll be back shortly, y'all. All right, friends, it is another day out here in my project area. And actually, I have come up with a name. Actually, someone had, a relative of mine had said, why don't we just call our section a his and a hers? Now, that was a great idea. Thank you, Quincy. Thank you for that one. So, I've been thinking on it. I guess it probably really don't matter to hubby, but that's a great name that we could call each other's section. Although from time to time I will be in his section and he may have to help me in my section. But yeah, that is a great name that I could call my project a hers, and his will be a his. But let me just show you the progress that I made yesterday. I did not show you um, the progress that I had made, so I thought I would come out this afternoon. I'm not gonna do much. I'm not gonna do anything out here today. I would just pick back up tomorrow, which will be the weekend. The weekend has started today. It is Friday, and just let me turn my camera around and just show you what little progress I have made out here. All right, here we go. Right now, this is just the setup that I have. I'm gonna step back some. Let me see if I can. There we go. I'm gonna raise it up high just to show you what little progress I have. Here is my tomato, well, we're calling it a tomato raised bed cage here, but you can use it for whatever plant that vine. And I have my overflow of soil and dirt and leaves in this wheelbarrow here. I still have my stackable planters placed here. I will actually add 3 more to this here on this side and 3 more on the far end over there. But this is the layout that I have so far. I may keep it like this, but I'm still not 100% sure. But you know, over time, if I decide to change them, I can always change it up. But of course, I have my arch up. I still have to get this. Before I go to the arch, I still have to get that little tree stump that's sticking up there. I may try to get the saw and kind of saw it down a little bit further than what it is. I'm gonna walk to the back some just so you can see. I moved all my plants that I have in containers over here, and I want to show you. I am getting some peppers here, some cayenne peppers. Remember, these are the ones that the deer had ate the leaves. Look like I'm still trying to get some bell peppers here also. This is my sweet potato. My pepper here is blooming. I'm not sure if this is a bell pepper or a cayenne because they kind of almost look alike. And this one as well, it is flowering also. A cayenne pepper on this one. But I'm gonna step to the back, and here is his little section here, just cabbage collards and and he did plant some turnips. I'm gonna bring you closer. They are trying to come up out here. I watered this late yesterday evening into, well, I did show y'all the video where I was watering out here, and don't look like we put any water on it. But I'm gonna step back, keep walking, and just let you look at where I have my arch at. I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom in. I don't know how much of it that you could see. My plan is to cut down the lower branches of these trees that are out here. They're a good shade, but since I have this arch up, I'm gonna I'm talking about plant, y'all. I'm going to trim back some of those branches on the lower branches at that. And I don't know what else. But yeah, I do have my I gotta purchase some more soil. I need to get some more bed fillers, some fillers for my containers, since I'm ready to start planting. I did do a little up potting yesterday. But yeah, so far this is what my hers section looks like off a distance. But like I said, I don't know for sure if I'm gonna keep this layout. You may look at it again and it may be another way, but this is just, you know, at least to get my starts, get those going. But now this little section, I'm walking back over here. This little section over here, I think I'm gonna utilize this section here. I'm gonna take up these bricks and add some more weed barrier fabric over in this section here around the stackable planter that I have here from Dollar Tree, and just use this little section over here. Just kind of curve it and just use that section there for some of my containers that I purchased or that I have and are using as more room. And then again, I may just put some stuff back here. I just wanted to make sure I had some walking space out here. I'm kind of almost afraid to just start filling them with dirt and soil, and because I'm afraid that I may decide to change, but I don't know. So, but yeah, let me show you how I did my trellis here. Now, instead of placing it in the ground, what I did do was I took T-post. This is probably maybe a 4 or 3 feet T-post. No, because it's dark green. There it is. There we go. And I just put it in the ground. Just beat it until it get to its desired height in the ground. I did it on both ends. See, there we go. I did it on both ends, and it's pretty sturdy. And so what I did was I placed the arbor or the arch in between both of these, and I have the arch or the arbor kind of positioned in the little groove section here. And what I would do is I would zip tie these together and zip tie this in here. And now I have my I have a planter here and a planter over there. And I don't know if I definitely do know that I want some type of vegetables or some flowers that vine to cover the arch. You know how you get the flowers that vine to, or some type of greenery or flowers or some type of vegetables that makes it way and trellis around the arbor here. So I don't know which ones that I'm gonna choose yet. That is, even if I even do it during the fall and winter season, I may just wait till spring and summer to do that part. But I definitely will be placing some flowers or some type of greenery that vine so it can cover the arch here. But this is another close up, y'all. And this is the progress that I have made out here. And so I have all weekend to kind of fiddle around and do a little bit more. Look at that caterpillar. I don't know if you can see it. Yep. So I can get these filled. And I'm making progress, y'all. So Got to get those containers filled. And I may just place some herbs. I did want herbs on my front porch, which I still can place my herbs up there. Herbs or my lettuce. And yeah, but let me go back up and just show y'all that I brought you along when I planted my lettuce. I planted 3 types of lettuce, but let me get up front, y'all. Here go my lettuce right here. It's still not put up yet, so I'm just gonna set it to the side because, you know, like I said, it may be next season before I finally get it up. I've started creating me a leaf pile. There, it got paper and stuff in. I got to get that out, and I have one over there already that I'm collecting to help to begin filling up my beds out there. But let me take you up here and show you my lettuce seeds that's germinating. To go back and see what date that I brought you with me where I planted these seeds. This is the Simpson lettuce seeds here, and it has begun to start germinating. Let's see. I'm trying to get a good close up where you can see. There we go. One there, and right here, and a couple of them back there. And this one back here is the Grand Rapids lettuce. And at the bottom here is the Giant Caesar lettuce. It's coming up. All right, y'all. So let me see. I harvest my eggplant, my larger eggplant, and here is the other one that is kind of growing. Looks like I have another one that's trying to come through right here. Got a few more that looks like they may try to do something. The tomatoes is finally kind of have slowed down of growing, and at least the ones that are green are kind of trying to change color. These peppers are still blooming. You got another bell pepper here. I harvested the other 2 small ones that was here. Got some more tomatoes that are still trying to change colors. But yeah, let me show you my the little transplants that I did yesterday, where I did not video me doing transplanting those, but I have my Swiss chard here. Now these containers here that I'm using now are the storage containers from Dollar Tree. Yep, these are storage containers from Dollar Tree that I'm using as my fabric, what you call these? Lord, I can't think right now. Fabric containers. But yeah, I have 3 of the larger size here and 3 of the smaller ones. And right now I did up pot my Swiss chard and my cauliflower. Those were the only 2. I have Swiss chard in the larger one, cauliflower in the smaller one here, and they are still looking good. And I have two more back there that I need to pot. And this is another. My sugar beets have come up, y'all. I brought you. Now I planted the lettuce and the sugar beets at the same time, and guess what? Look at those sugar beets back here. Let me get a better close up, y'all. Yeah, here is a better view of my sugar beets, and take a look. They have germinated. Yes, they have. All right, y'all, here are my other, although I have already shown you my seedlings that have come up. I need to finish up potting and get those in their prospective spots before they get eaten up. All right, y'all. Celery is still looking good. Got collards and turnips here. more cauliflower and broccoli that's coming up. My Savoy cabbage. My onions are still looking good. And so my lacinato kale here. Now over here is I have the winter choy, and I have some beets. Now I think these were, can't remember what this one was, but it died off. This one is some kale, and it may have been a kale. But yeah, I gotta continue to get more up potted. That's why I'm trying to go ahead on and do as much as I can out in my hers project area, so I can get a jump on and get these in the ground, and hopefully get some more seeds planted. I still have not planted my collards yet either. Gotta pull this check on this one. It is trying to die off. All right, friends, this concludes my video for today. I'm giving you a little update on the progress that I have made in my hers project area, and showing you his little garden section that he's working on. But of course, you know, I'll be in both sections, but I just thought that it was giving an idea to just name both of them, a his and a hers, which I kind of felt that was a little great idea. But yeah, if you are still watching my video, go ahead on and click that subscribe button, click that like button, and share, and I will see you on my next video.